Welcome, Gunrunner.
Hey everybody, Q&AK the Nerd here, and I've got a magazine review for you, as usual on a Wednesday. At the moment, it's pretty much magazines all the way right now. I haven't looked at any books for a while, and you might remember that a few weeks ago I looked at a free online magazine called Retro Gaming World. It was available in like a PDF you could download, and I said in that video that I thought it'd be nice to look at, a community project like that rather than a commercial magazine, and that got me thinking about other ones that I could look at and to get them out there and get people aware of them. So I'm always up for supporting the community in any way that I can, and I thought of this one, which I kind of remembered existed when I was looking through some stuff I had on my computer. So yeah, as you can see, this is PC Engine Gamer, and this also links back to another video, because those of you who've been following my channel for a long time might remember that I looked at a couple of books ages back. Firstly, there was a PC Engine Gamer book, so this links back to that, and then there was Pixelance, the TurboGrafx book, and they were both by the same person on the same subject. Obviously PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16 as it was known in North America. And obviously prior to the original PC Engine Gamer book, there was the PC Engine Gamer magazine, and that's what we are looking at here. So those books, I will link them both in the comments. Sadly they're not available anymore, but he may, I say he may, Sun Team, the guy who's responsible for them, he may do new versions of them in the future. I know he did a couple of runs of the original books because they were so popular. So hopefully he will come back and make some more, because they were really cool books. So I'll link the reviews for each of those books in the description for those interested, especially for those who might look at these magazines, which we're about to look at, and think those are really cool. I'd like to see some more of that, or as many are, and people even commented on this on my last video looking at Retro Gaming World magazine, they don't really like PDFs, and they're traditionalists who want a proper physical thing that they can look at and read on the couch or whatever. So yeah, there's that as well. But this is the PC Engine website. It's pretty simple. It's pcengine.co.uk/gamer. Again, I'll link that down in the description, obviously, so you can go straight to it. And it's an extension of obviously the Sun Team website, which I'll talk about in a moment. So here we have, as you can see, 7 issues. So we'll have a look at a few of those in a moment in separate. On this website, you can choose to either download them, or you can actually click it to view it like this, which then takes you to issue, where you can read that if you want to do it that way rather than download it. I think it's easier to download the PDF personally. There's also ZX Spectrum Gamer magazine, but we'll look at that in another video. I don't want to cover them both today. So obviously I've already given you a hint at some future content. And as I say, this is an extension of his own existing PC Engine website, which is an amazing resource. I've used it loads over the years, and indeed when I did my first PC Engine article for Retro Gamer magazine, it was from the archive, not from the archives, it was Minority Report, sorry, on the PC Engine. Sun Team helped me greatly, and that website was invaluable. And indeed, actually, when I did an article on the TurboGrafx a few years later, and its failure to come to Europe properly, the cancelled stroke botched European launch, etc. Again, he gave some insight in that article, and I featured some interviews with Sun Team there. This is the Sun Team website. I'll just show you this as well, which obviously then has a link back to PC Engine Game magazine as well. This is pcengine.co.uk. This is a brilliant site because obviously it has articles and it has reviews on each game, homebrew. So obviously you can click that and it brings up homebrews as downloads of some of those as well, which is cool. Tells you the format, whether it's ROM or CD. Yeah, so absolutely brilliant website for PC Engine owners. I mean, absolutely fantastic. You'll see, click in, obviously, a complete database of every PC Engine game. There's ratings for the games, as you can see it, whether it's worth getting. There's reviews, as you can see, screenshots, videos in some cases, version comparisons. So it's showing you how it compares, you know, Afterburner compares to the Mega Drive version, the Master System version, the arcade, etc. There's the videos, see, soundtrack. He's actually uploaded loads of the soundtracks for PC Engine games on YouTube, which is fantastic. So there's some really good music on the PC Engine. So as an aside, I can't recommend this website itself more, because the PC Engine Software Bible is an amazing site. So slick, so good looking. It's one of the best sites like this out there. I think there's obviously most formats have their own, you know, site like this, whether it be Lemon 64 or Atari Mania, you know, that's like a complete database to everything on that system. But PC Engine Software Bible is easily one of the best I've seen, if not the best, because of the sheer amount of content he's put in there and the slick way that he's presented it. So brilliant site. So that's it really. We'll go back there a minute and we will take a look at a few of these issues so you can see what they're all about. So here we are with issue 1, which was actually made way back in 2010. God, I didn't realise it was that long ago. Time flies. But I'm going to look at a few. I'm not going to look at every issue. I'm just going to look at a few, like I did with Retro Gaming World, really. I don't want to spoil it all for you. But we'll have a quick flick through so we can see what it's all about. It's a great cover there for the Kung Fu, which I think wasn't the Kung Fu China Warrior in the West, I seem to remember. So we've got contents. So there we go. Yeah, it's China Warrior. Thought it was. Amazing, great big sprites. Looks so cool. It's not a particularly good game. The Kung Fu is still a bit crap. Yeah, there we go. So he gives it a score. Taking his scores from the old Ace magazine, which I've looked at on this channel before. Good old Ace is using that same structure, almost identical actually, because he's split it into categories. He's got the graph, he's got the rating out of 1,000. So I can only assume that Paul was a big fan of Ace magazine, because he's stolen their rather weird review system, which I don't remember being used in any other magazine back in the day. So yeah. So there we go. Next we've got Bikuri Man World. So it's taking the mick out of the fact it's obviously Wonder Boy in Monsterland, but they've called it something else, I assume, because they weren't allowed to call it Wonder Boy Monsterland because that was a Sega game. But there's a weird situation with Wonder Boy where kind of Hudson or Westone, sorry, it was owned the character. Sega owned Wonder Boy, and there's this kind of weird thing where they owned Sega owned the character but not the games. So that's why we saw like Adventure Island on Nintendo consoles, for example, which was the original Wonder Boy, which is with a different name, and Adventure Island was on the PC Engine as well. So really strange situation. You can clearly see it's Wonder Boy Monsterland, which is a good game. There we go. And he agreed. 785. I like that game. So there's some stuff. Wardner Arcade. So the world of gaming is not confined to the PC Engine to give you a taste of what else is out there. So he's just looking at a few of these other games that he likes, I suppose. Fish and Tips. Very nice. So there's some stuff that, and then there's a little, he always puts one of these in like a little comedy article. So top 10 player deaths for PC Engine games. So that's it. It's not a long magazine, as you can see, only like 20 pages, but still quite cool. And here we are. So issue 3 now with a really nice Outrun cover. Really want to look at this one because I like that cover. Say similar size magazine, as I said actually in the last issue we looked at, they're not very big, which is why you can maybe see now why he did the book as well, because it kind of puts them all together into one thing. But you can still go and get these PDFs anyway. So there we go, nice cover, and it's got interview with Aetherbyte, who actually I interviewed Aetherbyte in my TurboGrafx article as well. They were really cool guys. Gave some really nice contributions to that. So here we go, Outrun. The PC Engine port of Outrun is just so good. It's better than the Mega Drive version. Certainly better than the Amiga and ST version. So of all the 16-bit ports, the original ports, it's easily the best. I think it was the best till the Saturn port came along, really. Actually, there you go. Got a comparison down the side. The arcade, PC Engine, MS-DOS. The MS-DOS version's terrible. Mega Drive Master Systems, yeah. 827, definitely. I mean, that's really cool. And instead of Star Trek on this one, he's got Kit. I just noticed down here, giving an opinion. Adverts, fish and tips again. Override. I don't think I've ever played Override, actually. He says it's very good. I must play that. It looks like my kind of game. It reminds me of Granada on the Mega Drive, by looking at it, which I love. I love Granada. So Top Banana, who would win out of this fight? Tiki the Kiwi from New Zealand Story or Guy Kazama from Red Alert? There we go. So as I say, there's also a bit of comedy stuff in here. Gaming Tongue. So he's looking at some other stuff like Thunderbird in the Mars System. Mike Tyson's Punch Out there. Super Vajrana on the SNES. Oh, I said about Granada. So there we go. There's Granada. That's weird. Me mentioning that, and then it pops up. And he's put can anybody say Metal Stoker? See, I love Metal Stoker. I think it's one of the best games on the PC Engine. I featured it in my PC Engine exclusives video that I did because it's so good. Love Metal Stoker. Such a great game. And I love Granada. Did he give Granada a rating there? Nobody says it's must own, so yeah, he's correct there. So there we go. There's the interview with the Aetherbyte guys. Very cool. Shows their development kit and stuff because he developed games in a traditional way using an MSX, which I thought was mad cool when he told me that. Really, really cool indeed. So they did it back in the day. So feedback, final countdown. There's Shopkeepers, this issue, and that's that. So I'll get another one up. So now we're on issue 5 from August 2011. Review. Ease, as it's pronounced, 1 and 2. And it says gingers have more fun. I'd have to ask my wife that because she's a ginger. Although she claims she's Auburn, but yeah, she's not. She's a ginger. PC Engine gamer. Weirdly, people often say I'm a ginger, which is strange because I'm definitely not. My hair is not orange. And it actually doesn't say that on my birth certificate either. So there we go. So some other stuff that's coming out there. Homebrew stuff. Mysterious Song was amazing. It was meant to come out in more formats and kind of didn't. Ease Book 1 and 2. RPGs aren't really my thing, but they've given it 999 because he thinks it's amazing. If you like RPGs, then yeah. But as I say, RPGs really aren't my thing. Fish and Tips, Mr. Heli. I love Mr. Heli. Mr. Heli's a great game. Atomic Robo Kid's a great game as well. I really like Atomic Robo Kid. He really likes it as well, so we seem to be much in agreement actually on reviews so far of everything he's reviewed in the ones that I've looked at. There's his battle there. It's got Rick Taylor from Splatterhouse winning, which is awesome to see. More reviews. Virtual High Glide on the Saturn, which gets a lot of hate. He said it's terrible as well. I played it and I thought, yeah, it's not great, but I never thought it was quite as bad as a lot of people said it was. Crash and Burn on the 3DO, Hard Drive and Mega Drive, Blaster Master on the NES. Some stuff from Japan. That's quite a big article. And there's the final countdown, best game over screens. And that's another issue gone. That one's 40 pages, that one actually. So it's bigger than some of the others. And here we go, issue 7. This is the last one. The last one I look at as well. So it's the last issue and the last issue I'm looking at. A PC Engine related cover. Reviewed Cutie Shooty and Star Parodia. So there we go, Legendary X comic. So very cool. There we go. This is an even bigger issue by the looks of things. Homebrew stuff. Which includes Asteroids and Pong by the looks of things. Flash U card. They're really good. Turbo Everdrives. Brilliant. I've got one for my Turbo Graphics. It's awesome. Titan. Which he hated. That was on the that was a game by Titus, wasn't it? It was on the Amiga and ST and all that as well. I never played it though, strangely, but that doesn't make me want to play it. Seeing that review, here's our fight for Ghouls and Ghosts and R-Type characters. Star Parodia, which I know he loves because I've got on my PC Engine book. I chose the Star Parodia cover, because there was different covers that you could choose, and I think it was the Star Parodia cover that I chose because it was really, really cool looking. 947, he loves that. Advert for Aetherbyte, Legendary Axe. Here we go. It's the comic, which is awesome. Very cool indeed. So there we go. Interview with an ex-Hudson employee. Really, really cool indeed. B-ball. He said it was okay. Fish and chips. Pixelance. So some really nice pixel art. And then a advert for his Specky magazine there as well, which I'll look at some point in another video, as I said. But to flip back to the website a minute, that's it. So 7 issues of PC Engine Gamer magazine of varying sizes with all sorts of different content, all PC Engine related, all beautifully presented, really well made, really well written. Really can't criticise it in any way, because they're brilliant little magazines, and the books were excellent as well. But if you're on a budget at the moment and you want some nice freebies and something to read, you could even print them off if you really wanted to. There we go, PC Engine Gamer. Can't recommend it enough. A really great free community created magazine. I hope you've enjoyed my look at PC Engine Gamer. I've been the Laird, and I'll see you again for another video very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.